Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die. They stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for support if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye.
Welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm going to talk about Zimbabwe and some of the things that their central bank did when they introduced their new gold-backed currency. And I'm going to apply some of those things to what could take place with the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Now, first, before I get into this, folks, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. Zimbabwe introduced their new gold-backed currency back in April. Now, I never really originally got into the Zimbabwe currency because they kept printing and printing to, it was like billion-dollar notes. It was just absolutely ridiculous. Zimbabwe, when they introduced their new gold-backed currency, right, we're talking about their actual physical notes because they had been selling Zimbabwe gold-backed digital currency online for some time now, from the information that I've looked at. So some of the things I want to apply to that Iraqi dinar revaluation is what Zimbabwe did when they launched their new gold-backed currency. Now, this is back on April the 5th, and it says here, Zimbabwe introduces new gold-backed currency to tackle inflation. Zimbabweans have 21 days to convert their old cash into new money, according to the central bank. Now, I did go to their central bank website, and I researched it, and you only had 21 days. So basically, by the end of April, if you lived in Zimbabwe, all of your Zimbabwe dollars are no good. This is the introduction to the Zimbabwe Gold ZIG currency code. And the new Zimbabwe Gold currency is called ZIG. Down here it says the Zimbabwe Gold ZIG currency was assigned currency code ZWG and numeric code 924 to replace ZWL and 932 respectively. Well, ZWL was the previous Zimbabwe currency. The minor units of the Zimbabwe gold currency shall be denominated with 2 decimal places as cents. These changes become effective from June the 25th, 2024, and both codes will circulate concurrently on international platforms for a period of 2 months up to the 31st of August of 2024. This is to allow necessary and seamless system changes in the background. The currency code is used in the foreign exchange market across banking, payments, and businesses and other services. So they gave Zimbabweans 21 days to exchange their currency, right? But it looks like, from what I could see right here, because I couldn't find any information online, to those who were outside of Zimbabwe, and this was the only information that I could find, is that they will be running side by side, according to this, concurrently for a period of 2 months. So let's say if the dinar revalues and they give their Iraqi dinar citizens 21 days to exchange their currency. And outside of the United States, when they make their change with their currency codes and everything, they give it 2 months for people to exchange, because the currency code is used in the foreign exchange market and across banking. Right, so for those of people who are holding outside, maybe outside of Iraq, might be able to have that 2-month window. And so I've even did a video previously, only 7 days to exchange. And, what if they do give us a short time period to exchange, right? People are going to be scrambling, trying to find banks. And I'm putting something together to try to make that easier for people, to where all you have to do is just put in your zip code into these different banking centers where you can go and exchange large amounts of foreign currency. And then you can just put it in and it'll show you the closest bank, whether it's Bank of America or some other bank, that you can go and exchange your dinars. Shock to the world, and I think a lot of banks are going to be thrown off, probably not every single bank, but there's going to be a lot of banks that probably won't be ready those first couple days, especially here in the United States. So if this is correct from the way that I'm reading this, they gave their people 21 days to exchange in country and out of the country. It looks like up to the August the 31st. What I would probably do is call the closest international airport and see if they are still taking the ZWL, right? That would be the ones that you have. Guys, you shouldn't have spent a lot of money in this anyway. I mean, at most, maybe $100. But if you're one of those who poured thousands of dollars into this currency, or even 2 or 3 or 4 or 500, yeah, you probably do want to try to get your money back out of this. But I don't know how possible that is going to be. So I just wanted to put that out there. Now, I do want to talk briefly about Zimbabwe and BRICS. And according to this article, and there have been previous articles, this is the latest one, Zimbabwe ready to join BRICS. Right? And so this is something that's on the table for them, and a way for them to get away from the dollar, which their country uses, which is still not banned yet, and you could see that coming down the road in the future. But you have to remember, folks, they went to a gold-backed digital currency, and we know that Basel II and Basel III, and we know that that was really the end goal for all these things to take place. And what we're seeing, it's happening with countries first that we didn't think that was going to happen. You think Zimbabwe would be the first country to launch a gold-backed currency? You would think it would be other countries that have everything together, and maybe they are ready. And so that's why I have said for a long time, and I even shared this in a video way back in 2018, there's going to be a currency explosion. You're going to see the Iraqi dinar and other currencies explode first, and then you're going to see another explosion of currencies, and then another, and then another, and then eventually you're not going to see any more, but people are still going to speculate on which one is going to revalue again. And I think at some point it's just going to come to a halt where you don't see as many countries RVing their currencies. But my whole strategy to the dinar revaluation and what I plan on doing, I'm not sitting here buying a whole bunch of different currencies. All I have is mostly Iraqi dinar, and then I have just a little bit of Vietnamese dong. But my whole goal is on the day of the Iraqi dinar RV is to buy the next currencies that I think that are going to revalue. And that one is the Vietnamese dong. And I guarantee you, no matter where you probably go to try to find some, on the day of the RV, every place is probably going to be out. People are going to be trying to go into international airports to get the Vietnamese dong and other currencies. Any website that sells more than just the dinar, and they sell some of those other currencies that we're expecting to change in value, yeah, all gone. And that's one of the reasons why I started looking online. And you can get the Vietnamese dong online. You can buy it and hold it, and that is through Wise, and that link is down below in the description. Right now, it could become available on other platforms like Revolut. PayPal is getting into foreign currencies, and the one foreign currency I do want to get into is Saudi Arabia, the Royale, because I do believe since they are no longer subject to the petrodollar, they can start raising the value of their currency. Right now, it's still pretty cheap. There's no reason why Saudi Arabia's currency shouldn't be 3-to-1 instead of the opposite way around. 1 Saudi Rial equals 27 cents. It should be the other way around. And I believe that is coming. Now, the Saudi Royale might be a currency to use to hold the value of your dollar. Because we all are expecting the US dollar to crash or drop down dramatically for a period of time before it comes back up. So I think it might be a viable option. It's not as much as Iraqi dinar, but I do feel like that they are going to maybe even raise their value even slowly. So my whole strategy is when the Iraqi dinar revalues, then I'm going to be buying all these other currencies, physical currency first, buy whatever currencies I want to get digitally. And I think the key is how soon can I exchange? Because if I want to put $10 or $20 or $30,000 into, say, some of the top currencies that I want to get after the dinar revalues, because I have that much dinar, as far as your exchange plan, making sure you know where all your big banks. Chase has a lot of banks. That doesn't necessarily mean that every single branch takes in foreign currency. And their currency centers that you do go physically exchange are probably in the bigger cities. So I just wanted to put that out there. So that's all that I have for this today. I thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.